Speaking at a 14th July public meeting in Pine Gardens, Shadwell, Skn Labour Party constituency number 2 candidate Marsha Henderson said she will work diligently to improve the standard of living in the constituency. From introducing improved services for the elderly to enhancing business development programs for young people, Henderson said the Labour Party offers the best pathway to achieve community and national goals of development. She expressed some of the intentions for constituency development should she be elected in the upcoming polls of the 2022 general elections.
Working with the Skn Labour Party administration, I will ensure, comrades, that the residents of constituency number 2 take advantage of the home and business financing programs that we have planned as a party. In Central Bastia, we will join with Comrade Conris in providing a community center for this community, which comprises mainly of persons in constituencies 2 and 3. We will collaborate and work in transforming the Shadwell Great House into a museum and multi-purpose center with opportunities for learning and for recreation. I am committed, comrades, to addressing the needs of my people. I am committed to bringing transparency to and strengthening the existing programs within my community so that our young people are not continuously exploited. Ensuring, comrades, that our young, hard-working men become a part of our social security program so that they can benefit later in life and be assured of the good health plans that are available to them. Our young men and women in Central Bastia will be taught skills and entrepreneur development that can be utilized in their daily operations so that they can begin to see profits from their hard work and investments.
The SKNLP is campaigning to unseat the caretaking administration of Prime Minister Dr. Timothy Harris in an elections expected early August 2022. Glenn Bart reporting for Skn Newsline. Dr. Janice Daniel Hodge of the Nevis Reformation Party is asking voters to reject the CCM party in the upcoming federal elections, citing what she considers inadequate achievements. Speaking at a recently held public meeting in Cotton Ground, Nevis, Dr. Daniel Hodge accused the CCM of squandering their opportunity at the federal level. According to the NRP leader, even with a stronger mandate of federal 3 seats, CCM failed to deliver. Hodge said it was time for the CCM to go.
Because whereas NRP represents the people of Nevis, and we want to see the people of Nevis do better, on the other side, you have a party that stands for nothing but destructiveness, mashing up everything, and they could not care less who gets hurt in the middle. And so that is why Nevis cannot go forward under the CCM government. And so I'm going to join the chorus earlier. What do we have to do? We have to get rid of them. Our motto says, country above self. They see it the other way around. And we cannot continue with that. Now, we know they got into government. They won all 3 federal seats because they said, strengthen our hands. Strengthen our hands. But we strengthened their hands, and what did they do? They did nothing. The people of Nevis were expecting that with 3 representatives, Nevis would be better than it was before. You can remember when NRP was in government. When NRP was in government, King Miko had to sing, Nevis nice.
5 political parties are in contention for the 2022 general elections of St. Kitts and Nevis, coming 3 years earlier than scheduled after PAM and CCM withdrew support for the PLP Prime Minister, prompting him to dissolve the National Assembly. Glenn Bart reporting for Skn Newsline.
When you're looking to sell, buy, rent, or manage a property, your answer has to be Diamond Real Estate and Management St. Kitts. Dreams. They provide oversight of real estate and physical property in St. Kitts and Nevis, perform regular maintenance, utility payments, and safety checks to ensure your property is well kept. Dreams manages and optimizes your rental listing, recruits tenants, and much more. Looking to sell that parcel of land or property, or dreaming of owning your own? Trust Dreams under the leadership and experience of its CEO, Velma Merchant. Many can attest to her professionalism and customer service. Diamond Real Estate Management St. Kitts. Call 663-7326 or visit their office at 15 Shadwell Industrial Estate, making your real estate dreams come true.
The Skn Newsline website now offers you more news. Log on to www.sknnewsline.com for local, regional, and international news. You can also watch the latest newscast and keep abreast with news in sports, all from sknnewsline.com. That's www.sknnewsline.com. News at your fingertips.
When visiting St. Martin, you want clean, affordable accommodations. You need Midtown Motel in the heart of Phillipsburg, a place where you can relax, take a stroll on Great Bay Beach, and that provides you easy access to great shopping. Midtown Motel, located on Front Street, Phillipsburg, St. Martin. Call Midtown Motel at 721-542-0614 and book your stay today.
Come get your fresh smoothie at Master Mix Smoothie in Bastyr at 2 locations, the Bastyr Public Market or under the arch at the National Museum. Get a fresh, all-natural, healthy and tasty smoothie with flavors of your choice. Master Mix Smoothie knows the flavors that you like and mixes it all up for you the way you want it. Master Mix Smoothie, 2 locations, the Bastyr Public Market or under the arch at the National Museum. Master Mix Smoothie, always the real thing, always smoothie.
Nestled between evergreen mountains and the Caribbean Sea on the island of St. Kitts is the Mill House Guest House and Convention Center. With breathtaking views, a rugged, beautiful shoreline, and immaculate manicured gardens make this the perfect location for your holiday, event, or wedding. With a large convention center, apartments with balconies providing stunning views, and a secluded cottage for larger family groups or honeymooning couples looking for some privacy. We have something for everyone. Book your stay at www.millhouseskn.com or visit our Facebook page, the Mill House Guest House and Convention Center, an oasis of tranquility.
The national political leader of the St. Kitts Nevis Labour Party, Dr. Terence Drew, buoyed by the massive turnout to the official opening of his constituency offices in Cairn and St. Peters recently, has accused the splintered Team Unity government of dividing the nation.
They promise you unity, but what they have delivered is the worst type of disunity that we have seen since independence here in St. Kitts and Nevis. They gave you the total opposite of what they asked you to vote for. And that is why on that basis, I am saying tonight that when somebody comes and betray you like that, when somebody comes and mislead you like that, when somebody comes and give you the total opposite of what they promised, that is why we are saying on the basis of that alone that all of them need to go. They must go after the next election. And so I'm saying to you tonight very clearly that as the leader of Labour and as your next Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis, I am asking you to give the St. Kitts Nevis Labour Party a clear mandate to lead St. Kitts and Nevis back to where it is supposed to be. We're asking you for 8 seats so that we can deliver on people's agenda. We can deliver to you, the people of St. Kitts and Nevis. Your dreams and your aspirations were not seen under unity.
He spoke to several areas including education, road improvement, job security, water availability, healthcare, the prison and the Citizenship by Investment program. First elected in March 2015 and re-elected in June 2020, the Team Unity government, a coalition of Sean Richards' People's Action Movement, Timothy Harris's People's Labour Party and Mark Brantley's Concerned Citizens Movement, collapsed 2 years into the second term. After weeks of public back and forth and failed attempts to save the coalition, 6 of the 9 elected cabinet ministers informed Governor General Sir Tapley Seaton that they had withdrawn their support for Dr. Harris. The 6 filed a motion of no confidence in Harris, and the embattled Prime Minister fired at the 6 ministers and dissolved the National Assembly, paving the way for general elections to be held within 90 days. I'm Andre Huey for Skn Newsline.
Nevis Minister of Labour Spencer Brand has endorsed the Nevis Department of Labour's Career Fair 2022 as an important initiative aimed at preparing youths on the island to enter the workforce and also to become entrepreneurs.
Reality is that you have an opportunity right now to position yourself to earn a substantial living from skills and skills training and skill set. Nothing is wrong with wanting to be a doctor, a lawyer. That is all good. We need those services. But the reality is that we are in desperate need for skills, personnels. And I can assure you that once you would have grafted the necessary skill set, that according to the theme, opportunities for a brighter future, you will have countless opportunities, not only here on the island of Nevis or in the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis, but globally, because there is a high demand for skills all over the world.
The 4-day event held at the Malcolm Gishart Recreational Park was held under the theme Skills Development and Opportunities for a Brighter Future. Over the course of July 11th to 14, 41 4th and 5th form students from the various high schools on Nevis were exposed to presentations from representatives from a wide cross-section of industries in an effort to help guide the students to a career path in which they may have an interest.
If you're looking for a place to host that special event, conference, meeting, social event, party, whatever the occasion, your best option is the Millhouse Convention Center in Palmetto Point, St. Kitts. Located on the picturesque Garvey's Estate, the Millhouse Guesthouse Convention Center has enough space for outdoor events overlooking the Caribbean Sea. If you're looking indoors, the center is equipped with amenities needed to make your event a success. And by combining both spaces, you're sure to have a memorable event, no matter the occasion. Call the offices at Millhouse Guesthouse and Convention Center to book your next event on simply the most beautiful place in St. Kitts. Call 668-1392. Millhouse Convention Center at Garvey's Estate, Palmetto Point, St. Kitts. Making your event memorable. It's the new and improved Skn Newsline Android mobile app. With the Skn Newsline app, you can watch your news reports, the Skn Newsline Newscast, sports, special features, and so much more. You can also send us a WhatsApp or call us directly. Go in the Google Play Store, search Skn Newsline, and download the app today. The Skn Newsline mobile app. News on the go.
An open interactive event can be described as
tremendous, effective,
on par with any conference around the world.
From exhibitions to trade shows, corporate events to product launches, from press events to political functions. We are the secret sauce behind events that make you go, wow. We've staged multiple world-class events in the Caribbean and developed the skill to deliver quality in every detail, whether the event is live or fully virtual, or maybe even somewhere in between. At Open Interactive, we got your events covered. Get your free quotation today at www.madebyopen.com.
The St. Lucia Labour Party will mark 1 year of its sweeping victory at the polls. Led by Philip J. Pierre, the SLP at the 2021 general elections increased its holding in the Parliament of St. Lucia by snatching 7 seats from the then incumbent United Workers' Party. The UWP managed to hold on to only 2 seats, Mico North, represented by Alan Chasney, and Choiseul, represented by Bradley Felix. In the days that would follow, Richard Frederick and Stevenson King, who severed relations with the UWP, traded in their independent status and entered the Labour camp, transferring their wins. The Labour Party is now governing at a 15-2 majority in Parliament. 1 year on, the United Workers' Party says it is pressing ahead and is repositioning to formidably serve as an effective opposition. The party's introspection period has not been a solely internal affair, with leaked voice notes revealing struggles in the camp. Leader Alan Chastney at a press conference Wednesday revealed that the long-awaited report analyzing what went wrong has been handed to the executive.
I want everyone to know the United Workers' Party accepts the responsibility of the things that we did wrong. It's for us to correct the things that we can and come back stronger than we've ever done before. And given the urgency that we're seeing in this country, this is something that we're going to move to do very quickly and make sure that we are refreshed, that we have relooked at our policies, kept the ones that we feel that are still strong, revise those situations, and make sure that the people of St. Lucia believe that they have an option. Because I think that the day is going to be coming very soon when some of those persons are going to want to look at their options.
Chastney says he has accepted the will of the people and he is committed to ensuring that the Labour Party does right by the people.
This government needs to put itself in check. It's getting on arrogantly, and it believes that the silence that is in this country means that there's continual consent. And they've allowed the number of seats that they've won to go to their head. I keep reminding them, guys, 51% of the people voted. You only got 51% of the voter support. 26% of the people who are eligible voted for the Labour Party. 26%. If you take Philip Pear's seat, Kenny Anthony's seat, and there's one more, and Grosley, the 6,000 votes the Labour Party won, 3 seats have almost 5,500 votes. The remaining 10 seats, 500 votes. Very close election.
The UWP is due to hold its national convention by November. For the DBS News World, Lisa Joseph reporting.
Continue supporting and developing the Amerindian communities located in the hinterland regions. President Ali has pledged a $3 billion supplementary budget for the enhancement of the lives of the nation's first people. His Excellency President Irfan Ali, during day 4 of the National Tusha House Conference NTC being held at Artichon Conference Center, announced that the $3 billion supplementary estimates dedicated towards the development of Amerindian communities will be tabled in the National Assembly next week.
We will proceed to the National Assembly to pass a supplementary provision to have $3 billion dedicated to the Amerindian development, to the development of your community.
Furthermore, the head of state said that the additional provision follows successful consultation with indigenous leaders carried out over the past few days of the NTC. President Ali, while making the announcement, disclosed that $250 million from the additional $3 billion budget will be invested into youth empowerment projects for Amerindians.
As soon as that supplementary provision is passed, and let me tell you, we will ensure it is passed.
And even as continuous plans are in the pipeline to enhance Amerindian communities as an integral part of the National Development Strategy, the head of state noted that his administration has committed to training eligible persons from the hinterland in the fields of health and education.
We're going to take those persons and develop a common, comprehensive program to provide the training for all of them so that they can have the required skills to serve their communities.
Additionally, he underscored that upon completion of training, those persons will be recruited by the government to support the delivery of efficient and reliable service in the hinterland communities. President Ali, while lauding his administration's effort to invest in the development of hinterland and indigenous people, reminded that the government will continue to work with the communities to unlock potential in all areas for improved livelihood.
Now we're dealing with hinterland and riverine community. Invest in your villages so that you can see improved livelihood.
Reporting for the AGP 90 News, Joel Vogt.
After dark in Tokyo, a city with some of the most vibrant and expensive nightlife in the world. Following several years of COVID-19 restrictions, the Japanese capital is bouncing back. But even if people are now taking more chances with their health, they're also watching their wallets.
We are a Peruvian restaurant, so many people come here because they cannot go abroad. So eating something that is a foreign food is kind of actually very popular now. But even if they come more in numbers, they are not consuming the way they used before.
Bruno Nakandaka's signature dish is ceviche, raw fish marinated in lime juice, a favorite among his customers. While domestic fish prices have remained relatively stable, limes imported from Mexico have doubled in cost. Although he's been holding off, that price hike will soon have to be passed on to diners. Japan, like many Western nations, has followed the lead of the United States in imposing economic sanctions on Russia for its war in Ukraine. Even projects such as the Sakhalin-2 natural gas joint venture, which it had refused to pull out of, are now under threat. Russia recently took over the development, and supplies which are essential to Japan could be cut.
Japan's made a real effort to get on to renewables, but even here they still rely on fossil fuels for 88% of their primary energy sources. Like everywhere else in the world, pump prices have increased between 5 and 10% in the last couple of months.
With years of pandemic restrictions expected to slow Chinese production, its neighbours could also suffer. But here Japan's prospects look rather better. As Asian supply chains reorganize, they're using Japanese technology to do so.
Obviously, Japan is being hurt by the incredible cost-push inflation. Japan is a big importer of energy, is a very big importer of food, and as a result of that, the purchasing power of the people, is under downward pressure. But Japan is different from the rest of the world because it's got a very functioning and very effective government.
Japan has been in mourning for former Prime Minister Shinzo Abe, assassinated a week ago. But his legacy of a strong, stable government and assertive fiscal policy
and Tobago succumbed to a fine all-round performance by the United States in the final of the inaugural Cricket West Indies Women's Rising Stars Under-19 Championship. The Americans played unbeaten to lift the trophy, while the result was the first defeat for the second-place home team. USA won the toss at the Brian Lara Cricket Academy and elected to bowl. TNT had a slow start and were in trouble at 22 for 2 by the 8th over. 34 of 27 balls from Geneva Joseph lifted the innings as TNT ended on 93 for 5 from their 20 overs. In reply, USA easily reached the target in 16.1 overs with the loss of only 3 wickets. Vice-captain Anika Kolan playing the match-winning knock of 46 from 45 balls with 4 boundaries.
Welcome to the Skn Newsline Weather Report. I am Janil Boone. Here is a look at the forecast for St. Kitts and Nevis. For a more detailed weather report, visit our website at www.sknnewsline.com.